fifth day of creation, God had created everything that humans need to live and thrive on the earth. He created the earth and the oxygen and divided the land. 1, 2, 3. We're going to mix them up here. 4. And on the fifth day, we have something surprising emerges. Truth. Truth. Written in red, kind of hard to read, but truth notwithstanding, written in blood, kind of like the martyrs going on there. And we'll just set the truth up here. And we'll do this again. Now, did you know that truth has, well, let's spell out truth and mix them up again. T-R-U-T-N-H. And what have we got? Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking all of my cards say truth. Well, that's not actually true. So I'm going to set this maybe on this, on the crack, the truth. All right, we're going to take a look at some of these other cards because they talk to us about what the world is teaching today. And it's important to know what the world is teaching today so that you can witness thoughtfully to it and speak the truth in love, right? So here's what the world is teaching today. Death. Sorry to say it, but it is. We live in a world that is a part of a culture of death. It's very sad, but it's true. We are living in a time of death. People actually prefer death. They want people to not be able to reproduce. They don't want people to live. They want population control. They don't want babies. They don't want things that lead to life. They want death, and it's sad. But the wages of sin is death, and people who live in a culture of death are snared there, and that's sad. All right, I'm going to leave that there. You don't need to focus on it at my feet. The other thing that people are into today is hate. I'm sorry to say it, but they are. And here's the deal. You have to hate the right people. You have to hate the haters. Did you know haters going to hate? Haters going to hate. You know, love is love, but haters going to hate. And you know what that means, don't you? That means there's no change. It means this change is impossible because hate rules the day, and you got to hate the right people to show how loving you are. This sounds like a joke, doesn't it? I mean, it sounds absurd, but that's the days that we live in. So if you hate the right people, that shows that you're a good person. And that's not God's way, but that's where we're at, notwithstanding. The other thing is the world teaches fault finding. Whose fault was it? Well, it had to be that political party. No, it was that political party. No, it's the system. No, it's the man. Oh, no, it's Big Pharma. No, it's this one or that one. It's that party, it's the other. Who's at fault? Who's at fault? And fault can never get out of fault because you have to hate the fault. Those that are at fault have to be hated. And that's how you prove how loving you are and how smart you are, by how you find fault with things. This kind of philosophy is very rife in the university, and it's the philosophy of the university is taking charge of our culture today. Now, this will probably shock you. I hope it doesn't. But with Christmas coming up, you may actually be tempted toward it as well. Debt. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but the national debt goes up every year under every administration. Why? Because we are in pain. We are broken sinners, and we want to get entertainment, and we want to get the latest video game, and we want to get the largest TV to distract ourselves, to entertain ourselves from the death and from the hate. And so now we've got debt. Debt. We are in debt. Huge debt. And where do we go with that? Well, I'm sorry to say there's more bad news from the worldly front. And that is fear. The fear factor. You fear your health insurance is going to run out. You fear your retirement's going to get plundered. You fear this government. You fear that government. You fear the electronic pulse bomb. You fear biochemical weapons. You fear nukes. You fear everything. You fear your family won't get saved. You fear the church is going to go sideways. You fear. It's almost stereotypical to think of it. And I'm sorry I'm saying it. If you're a person of fear, this probably is not really a happy message for you right now. But it's just people make money on fear. They sell products on fear. And it's everywhere. And it's just part of this world system. And the last one, and this is sad, but I really like how the light of the world is Jesus. But there's a lot of darkness, isn't there? I think it was the late Martin Luther King Jr. that said, darkness cannot drive out light. You can't be bad driving out bad. Darkness can't drive out darkness. Only the light can drive out the darkness. And hate cannot drive out hate. You can't get rid of hate by hating it. You're going to have love. And so we find out something about the truth. And we find out something about the truth, and that the truth is Jesus Christ. You see that? And he has come to turn this world upside down, to turn your life upside down, turn your witness upside down, so that you can now speak of the light. The light of the world, we sang about it, is Jesus Christ, L-I-G-H-T. He is the light of the world. What about this fear factor? Oh, you probably guessed it. Yeah. Faith. We need to trust. It's not just believe blindly. There's reasons for our faith, but we need to trust in ultimate reality, Jesus Christ and his word, his truth, and his gospel. What about the debt? Well, I have some wonderful news for you about the debt. It's been paid in full. Tetelestai, Jesus said from the cross, paid in full. His blood paid the ransom, paid the debt, took the wrath of God so we might be brought into the family of God and adopted into it. What about this? Hope. You guessed it. That's right. We need hope. And Jesus is our hope. And without him, we are hopeless. And that, what's it, hate? Well, you've already probably guessed that. That's right. Yeah. L-O-V-E. Yeah, these are kind of hard to read, aren't they? These little things are kind of that old English style. And death. If you do not know what we're talking about here today, if you don't know why people started smiling when we flipped these cards, if you don't know Jesus is the truth, you probably need to get saved. And what's saved is saved from the 4 P's. Do you remember the 4 P's? From sin's penalty, from sin's power, from sin's presence, but also from sin's pollution. Let's get unpolluted. Whatever you experienced the other day on Thanksgiving, or some hurtful thing somebody said to you, be a duck. Let it roll off your back. Whatever